I feel like everybody who wanted me to talk about the women just wants to see me get irrationally upset. And you about to get exactly that. Because, Mary, what the hell? This movie get on my nerves so bad. But I love it. So I'm really excited to be irritated for you guys. This movie features 135 women and not a single man. Which I think is sort of a satirical commentary on like the emotional, like men are so emotionally distant that they're not even there, but they still manage to cause problems. Let's talk about it. Where do I even start? So this is Mary and Little Mary. Mary is married to Stephen. This is Mary's cousin, Sylvia Fowler. She be knowing all the tea, all the time. So when she goes to the nail shop to get her nails painted jungle red, that's the new color, she finds out that Mary's husband, Stephen, has been cheating on Mary with this lady named Crystal who worked at the perfume counter. So naturally, she tells everybody except Mary. But she does send Mary to the nail shop where she got the information from, because that nail girl just be that. Nail girl don't even ask her name and starts telling her about her husband cheating on her, thinking she just gossiping. Well, Mary is pretty much beside herself at this point. Especially when her own mom comes to talk to her about it, because everybody has been gossiping about it. And her mom tells her, just chill, pipe down, don't talk to nobody about it, and stay with your man. So Mary decides to go on a trip with her mama to Bermuda because, I don't know, absence makes the heart grow fonder or something, I don't know. But she goes to Bermuda with her mama, she comes back, and they decide to go to like a fashion show fitting situation. Now, this part is glorious. It's like 6 minutes of fashion content in color. Beautiful, like 30s fashion. Super couture stuff, like stuff I've never seen. Like, that's a swimsuit situation of some sort. I don't know how you would swim in that, but like, that's cute for the beach. Yes, queen. Yes. That's so beautiful. I want that dress so bad. And this one. Oh, this is like my favorite. So Mary and Crystal are both there. Mary wasn't even going to say nothing to Crystal until Sylvia tells her, yeah, the people said they saw Crystal at the park with Stephen and your daughter. So now Mary's like, oh, my daughter? Oh, hey, girl. Hey, Crystal. Just want you to know who I am. Want you to know I'm Stephen's wife. What's up? And Crystal's like, oh, well, I mean, thanks. You have a good life. I don't know what the problem is. You got the good house, you got the kids, you got the husband. So what if I want a little bit of the schmeat? And she like, girl, I would like for you to leave my husband alone. And also, that outfit you got on, if you buying that for Stephen, he don't like stuff like that. And Crystal says, oh, if Stephen don't like something I got on, he'll take it off. Oh, really, Crystal? Well, Mary left real classy like, but word got around for some reason that Mary punched Crystal in the face. And it was in the newspaper that Mary punched Crystal in the face. So now Stephen know that Mary know that he cheating. And they having conversations about it, whispers. But the maid, she listening at the wall and going and telling all the other maids what's going on. Because they might be losing their jobs. Because they might be getting a divorce. Well, they are getting a divorce. That's really sad that they're getting a divorce. And now, Mary got to tell little Mary, who she was just telling she's so in love with her husband, that now she got to divorce her daddy. Little Mary is not happy. She is very sad that her mama got to get a divorce. And she is very sad that mommy and daddy don't love each other anymore. And she trying to figure out if there's anything she can do. Spoiler alert, there's not really anything she can do. But, you know, she's sad. So there is a divorce ranch in Reno where I guess all the ladies go when they about to get divorced. So they all get on this one train and they go to Reno and they live there until their divorce is finalized. And then, I don't know. But Mary is there, and also Mary's homegirl Peggy is there. Now Peggy said that she's leaving her husband because he was basically financially controlling her. He would not let her have any money to do anything on her own, and she couldn't have control of any finances. So she needed to get out and go out on her own. So she on the divorce train too. There's also Countess DeLave, who just loves love, and she got a whole bunch of money. And Miriam Aarons, who's just kind of like She's like a hard ass, but she's like real chill. So they get to the little ranch. Miriam and the Countess is talking. And the Countess finds out that Miriam is sleeping with Sylvia's husband. You know, gossiping ass Sylvia. Yeah, her husband. So Mary and Peggy do not know this. But Sylvia shows up because her husband has literally kicked her out and told her, you need to go ask for a divorce, otherwise I'm going to ask for one. And it's even more embarrassing if I ask for one because you getting on my nerves. So she left, came to this place. She gets a letter from a friend who is gossiping, as always, and has a newspaper clipping that has news about her husband sleeping with Miriam Aarons, who is there, okay? Now, the newspaper slipping fell, and Miriam saw it first and tried to kind of keep it from her, but the Countess went on and handed it back to Sylvia. They got into a nice little tussle, like a fist fight tussle, or they kicking each other in the butt and pulling down each other's skirt, and lots of clothing was pulled off. But yeah, they got into a little tussle. But then Sylvia gets mad at Mary because I guess she felt like Mary knew. Mary ain't know nothing. And at this point, Mary really didn't care. She was like, okay, girl. She was trying to be like, I ain't know. But when the girl got mad and was like, like, I ain't fucking with you no more, Mary was like, okay, well. So her and Miriam are thick as thieves now. So Miriam tells Mary, I could tell you want your man back. Just call your man. Before Mary can call him, Stephen calls her. And she's so excited to hear from him. Until Stephen tells her that he's just married Crystal. And he just want her to hear it from him first. Okay. So at this point now, she's devastated. A year and a half passed. And Crystal is living in the lap of luxury married to Stephen. And cheating on him with this dude named Buck, who is the Countess's man. She met a cute little ranch hand on the Reno ranch, and she decides to fund him a little radio career because he got a nice voice. Well, apparently Crystal thought so too, because she had a whole separate phone line installed in the house just for her to talk to him in the tub. Lil Mary hears their conversation, and Crystal keep being like, why you don't like me, girl? She was like, I ain't saying I don't like you, but you don't. No, I don't, but I didn't tell you that. Good night, Crystal. Little Mary goes home and tells her mom, Daddy is lying to me because he's saying that he like Crystal, but I know he don't. He's miserable. And her mom is just, she's so happy that he's miserable, yo. Lil Mary also lets it slip that Auntie Crystal is talking to some man on the phone all the time, but she don't know who it is. But she says Auntie Sylvia definitely knows. Because for some reason, Sylvia and Crystal, thick as thieves now. So Mary knows that Sylvia is paying $100 an hour to see this doctor just because he fine. So Mary decides to make fun of Sylvia for this, right? So Sylvia is like, where'd you get this information from? She's like, oh, of course I got it from Crystal. She's like, who else is Crystal going to talk to? Crystal's like, oh, she going to talk to Buck because that's who she been talking to. Because Sylvia be ready to pop off. So now Mary knows that it's Buck. And Sylvia's mad that she done got caught up in her own mess. But they lock Sylvia in the closet so that Crystal can get to her eventually. They go tell Hedda Hopper, and of course she go print it immediately. And Crystal thinks it's cool because she thinks she just gonna run off with Buck and spend his money. Until she finds out that Buck's money is actually the Countess's money and he ain't got no money. She back to the perfume counter, but not before she tells all of them that there's a word that they use for all of them that they usually only use in kennels. She called them bitches. And then, after he did cheat, and he fully married the other woman that he cheated with, Mary goes back to Stephen because he don't like Crystal no more? What? And also, Peggy went back to her financially abusive husband solely because she got pregnant. It's a good movie, but what are we doing? What are we doing?